What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be doing a worth it video on the new cards that are coming today in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, at the time I am recording this, they're not actually loaded into their separate section, so I'll have to go through the hidden gems section on the game to look at each and every one of these cards. You guys can see Diamond Paul Westphal, Pete Maravich, Willis Reed, Sidney Wicks, Jack Marin, as well as Pink Diamond Artis Gilmore. So that's exactly what we do have coming today in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. If you are new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 130,000 subscribers. Also, I do want to say you do get a free $10 if you do grind challenges out, which can be a pretty big W. So let's start off with Willis Reed, 6'10", 83 3 ball, great block, good interior, great rebounding, great speed. This card is going to be one of your best bigs in the entire game. Whether you play him at power forward or center, I do not care. He is one of the best bigs in the game. He's got a great jump shot. He is going to compete at the highest level. He's got 24 base badges, so if you fully badge him out, he's going to be perfect. Willis Reed is that man in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. He is that man. I do not care who you are. I don't care what card you have. Willis Reed is next level good. I've got a good squad. But say goodbye to either Sharif or Willis Reed or Tim Duncan or Ronnie Seekley. I don't know who's gonna say bye-bye, but one of them is gone because Willis Reed is coming home to my squad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Good jump shot. Good three ball. There's just really no flaws in that Willis Reed card. He's an absolute beast on this game. Next card here, Paul Westphal, 6'4", 85 3 ball, 86 ball handle, decent steal perimeter, 88 speed, 5 Hall of Famers, including strong handle, deadeye. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, but when I'm looking at this Paul Westphal, I don't love him. Now, let's talk about the positives. Comes with on-ball menace, comes with a lot of the other badges you might need, but I just don't think he gives you that much defense to really hype this card up as much as a lot of people are. And honestly, I know he's taller than Chris Paul, but I think Chris Paul is probably better than Paul Westphal. And again, you guys can disagree with me on that, but compare their stats and tell me Chris Paul is not better than Paul Westphal. I know he's undersized, but he's got a lot of those mid-90s stats, where if you look at Paul Westphal, it's not even close. And so that's kind of the big difference for me when I'm looking at the couple of cards. I do think Paul Westphal is fine, he's somewhat tall, but I do think there are going to be some better options at the point guard position. Sidney Wicks up next, 6'9", 55 3 ball, 86 ball handle, really solid defensively, good speed, good rebounder, 7 Hall of Famers, including paint controller, a mixed master, rebound chaser, posterizer. Let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly with Sidney Wicks. Let's start with the good. Defensively, he's an absolute beast. He can play small forward. He's 6'9". He's probably going to have a player build. That is going to be really good for this card. Now, on the other side of it, he's got a 55 3 ball. That's the only downside to Sidney Wicks, is that 55 3 ball. That is going to be tough to green with. However, I will say this. This Purvis Ellison card was a card that I've been using for quite some time, and I green consistently with him, and he had a 59 3 ball. Tim Duncan, you guys can see he's probably not shooting that well from 3. We'll look at exactly what he's shooting for. He's got a 48 3 ball, and right now you guys can see 3-pointers, he's shooting 33%. So I do think you could possibly green some shots with this Sidney Wicks card. Now again, that's just kind of all of personal preference thing. Is that worth having on the court? That's totally up to you. Now what I will say is this: defensively, he's going to be really solid. But the problem is, you still have to give him some of those important badges. If you want to play him at a lock, you're still going to have to put on-ball menace, immovable, all of those defensive badges on Sidney Wicks. And that's the bigger red flag for me. It's not even necessarily the 3-ball, because I still think you're going to be able to green with it. For me, it's more, oh, well, guess what? You're going to have to apply all of those defensive badges on the card. Jack Marin up next, 6'6", 91 3-ball, 80 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. Defensively solid, 84 steal, 90 perimeter, 88 interior, 90 speed. Here's my thing with Jack Marin. He defensively is so good. And nobody's really talking about Jack Marin as being, that great defensive player. But this card is a beast in my team because of that defense. Obviously, offensively has a lot going for him, including a lot of those badges you might want to give him. Obviously, apply some badges to him to make him even better. But he comes with Hall of Fame limitless range, Defensively, he's a beast statistically, and he is 6'6". Now, is he going to play for me? I don't know, because I really do love this Jason Richardson, and when you compare J-Rich to Jack Marin, Jack Marin's stats are slightly better, J-Rich badges are slightly better, so it's kind of tough. But I think he's just that type of level of a card. I think Jack Marin is really, really solid in this game. And I think people aren't really talking about him defensively when they maybe should be. Like, I genuinely believe that. I think people should probably be talking a little bit more about him. Last card today, Pistol Pete Maravich. I don't know about Pistol Pete. Point guard, 6'5", 93 ball, 95 ball handle. Defensively, this card just stinks. I mean, I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, defensively, he's just not great. I guess I shouldn't say that because he is 6'5". He's got a decent player build. But, like, his defensive stats at least stink. His speed's not that great. The only thing that would save Pistol Pete Maravich is if he had the best release in the game. And I don't know if Pistol Pete is going to have that best release on the game. I just don't know. I know in the past he's had some really good releases, but those were in past years. I don't know if this year he's going to have what once was, again, one of the best releases in the game. Check out Pistol Pete movement and everything that this card's got. I don't know. You guys, if you want to use this Pete card, man, you can. He is not going to be what he once was in the past, though. And that's the thing. For me, when I'm looking at Pistol Pete Maravich, it's like, you've got to compare him to what he is in the past, and he's no longer the best offensive guard in the game. That's why people used to get Pistol Pete. That's why people used to run Pistol Pete. It's because he was one of the best offensive players in the entire game. He no longer is going to be that. He's a fine card. He's a card you can use and have some success with, but he's no longer that elite type of level. Now we get the pink diamond today. Pink diamond. Artis Gilmore. Big Artis. He's 7'2" on the court. Now, if you have decent speed Artis, I'll run you. 65 speed. I think I'm going to run Artis Gilmore. And you can hate me if you want, but I think I'm going to run this card. He is 7'2". He's long. He's lengthy. He's going to get you paint stops. He's got 8 Hall of Fame badges, including Paint Patroller, Brick Wall, Box Out. I say I'm going to run Artis Gilmore. Yeah, little do I know he's going to be 900K on the auction house. I like this card. He's fine if he's cheaper. But the problem is, he doesn't compare to a guy like Kareem. That's the problem for Artis. He does not compare to Kareem. He doesn't compare to Shaq. He doesn't compare to Wilt. And so as much as I like Artis, I'm thinking of the card as being like a budget card, and he's going to be ridiculously expensive. Because genuinely, you cannot sit up there and tell me Artis is better than Wilt Chamberlain. You just can't, because he's not. And so I say I'm going to run Artis, but I'm not, because he's going to be just way overpriced. I was thinking of him like he was a diamond card, and he's a pink diamond card. So yes, Artis is fine, but he's just going to be way overpriced, way too expensive, and not worth the ultimate coin. So that's really what to know for today's drop. There are some really good diamonds. This card's your best diamond today. By far and away, this card is going to be the best diamond. And if you compare Willis Reed to Artis, they're different cards, but Willis Reed is nearly just as good as Artis. Let me know who you guys are most excited to pick up today. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.